PCBWay is one of the leading PCB manufacturers out there, and it is the manufacturer I use for my products. Now, if you're either a hobbyist and or looking to create a final product, PCBWay is going to be a really great choice with their 24-hour and also assembly services. So go ahead and check the links down below. In today's video, we're taking a look at a quadcopter that's giving me so much mixed emotions and feelings towards. And I'll explain what I mean in a bit here. If you've missed my previous unboxing of this is the Lal3, we could call it. This is a revision of the original Lal in a couple aspects. And the biggest one is being the frame. They've actually moved the two front arms back so it doesn't get in the shot of the camera. So that's a nice thing. They were actually listening. The bottom plate is one piece and it is pretty rigid for Eachine and stuff. So that's a good sign out of the box. We also do have some protectors here. Now let's talk about my mixed emotions towards this. Well, the execution is by far one of the worst I've seen done by Eachine. I don't know what company they went for, but if we grab a closer look at the ESC soldering, this is very sketchy. You can see how sketchy that is. Now, this could be just mine and yours might be in a better condition, but it is something to keep in mind here when purchasing this. And you can see that right there. They've actually gone a bit too short and they've ended up having to do that. That is very, very scary here. Now, I decided not even to touch this thing up and fly it as is to see what's going to happen. Now, if you do receive yours and you see it like this, I'd highly recommend you do the necessary touch-ups before you go fly. For example, checking all the screws and also checking all the wires. Make sure nothing is bridged because Eachine's support is known to be not the best support, like 90% of the time, if not more. So that's something to keep into consideration when purchasing this. However, where does the mixed emotions come in? It actually flies insane. It's super quiet. You'll be able to fly this more than 3 minutes, and its control is just beautiful for a 3-inch. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels just that perfect power. It's not super crazy fast. If you're looking for that, this is not it. But what you can do is you could enjoy tight proximity flying, have enough power to do what you need, and just enjoy it with a pretty decent flight time, which is really, really nice that they were able to accomplish this. However, I do recommend, if you do purchase this, to maybe start trying to figure out a different stack replacement. For example, the flight control and the ESC. Now, if we flip this over, it's really nice as well. It's kind of very well thought through. Now, a lot of people don't like the one-piece bottom plate, but this is pretty rigid and you should theoretically get these pretty cheap, especially from Eachine if you do break it. Now, again, looking at the bottom piece right here, we see we have two mounting solutions, two 20x20s, and we also have two 16x60s. So you could choose whatever route you want to go. And again, that's a really nice option to have here. So you can, be flexible in what you want to place in here. You want to go a little bit lighter, you go to 16x16. And you have so much space inside, which is pretty insane. And this is a top mount battery frame, which is a good thing for freestyle. Now, I honestly, when I first got this, I did not expect I was going to enjoy it this much, but holy crap, it was such a really nice flyer. Now, it is not the best on the market and it is not the worst on the market. This is a quadcopter where you could enjoy. However, again, keep in mind the overall execution and possibly the longevity of the components here. But you can get yourself a nice little Mamba stack for around 30 bucks and enjoy this really nice flying quadcopter. Now, I was afraid due to the frame layout, looks like a squashed X, that the tune would be terrible, but actually the tune was really great. Overall, I'd give this, this thing could have gotten like an 8 or a 9 out of 10, but due to the execution of, the components here, I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10 in terms of overall rating. In terms of performance, I would, for a nice 3-inch cruiser and that could do gaps and proximity flying and tricks, I'd give this thing actually an 8.5 out of 10. It was really that good, and the efficiency also boosted up that score. So in that respect, it gets good, and that's why I'm getting such mixed emotions towards this into recommending it and not recommending it. But I'm going to leave that to you and you guys down in the comment section, because I know you guys like to share your thoughts and opinions, so go ahead and do that. But what I can guarantee you is the overall flight performance out of this whole package is really, really nice. It's quiet, it is pretty nimble, it has the power, and it's really efficient. So really efficient just means over 3 minutes of flight time, around 4 minutes of flight time, if not more. And it's compatible with 3S and 4S. And yeah, that's all I could really tell you guys. And definitely check out Ask FPV, where I give incentives and giveaways for people who help the most. And also there's a new tipping system where people can tip you on your answer. If you've helped them, they could tip you €1. It's crazy. I enabled it the other day, and in the first 10 minutes of the app update, somebody tipped me €1, but I don't know why. And I wanted to thank him for doing that. So yeah, you can get tipped there immediately just off PayPal me link. Everything's in the app, so if you can check it out, it's linked down below as well. That really does support the channel. There's a lot of other good features FPV related in there, which could be very useful for a lot of people out there. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.